Why you ain't say nothing? I'm only gonna do this once. You always knew I'd make it in the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? You believed in me the whole time, for real? Yeah. I couldn't tell. You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Seen them hard times, couldn't kill me. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something. Been watching my story all winning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't call? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something? Put that on my soul. Oh no. They ain't hungry no more when it's time to eat crow. Or farming, I'm enhancing my glow. Ain't gon' argue with you about what I know. Photo album, all I'm seeing is ghosts. Had to remodel from pillar to post. Said what I said, I ain't come here to argue. You said congratulations, should've said sorry. Got it, now you won't be part of the party. Your access denied, I'm sorry, not sorry. When I needed air, niggas wouldn't afford it. Now they pulling up and thinking we solid. Now I'm on the phone talking $1 million topics. Up early, Zoom call out to Abu Dhabi. Don't answer my phone if it's gon' be about gossip. I don't really care, everybody got problems. That's why I be sharing my woes. Letting y'all know it's okay, you can come up from the bottom. Whoa. Scraping, scratching, clawing. Before I start running, I started with crawling. Before I got balance, I started with falling. Started with broke before I ever was balling. Started with hope before ever reward. They ain't show up till I became important. You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Seen them hard times, couldn't kill me. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something? Been watching my story all winter. Why you ain't say nothing? Classic. 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 I'm only gonna do this once.
Fighting out of the southpaw stance. Standing at 6'2", 190 pounds. I give you, boy, I'm made different. I work too hard. Ain't no way I ain't getting paid different. Lies from the dirt, this from the mud. You ain't slave with me. This was strictly for my homies that was brave with me. You can't come in with me now if you ain't came with me. Skull looking at you side eye if you ain't with real life. I seen a couple people try and it ain't in pretty.
Classic. Yo, what up, chat? It's Classic with the Classic Code Sports, man, and we are here to talk about some boxing today. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Make sure you holler at me, man. Hit the like and subscribe button. Get the free stuff out the way. No charge. If they charge you for it, let me know. You understand me?
There's a thing called counter sue.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, mic check. Make sure my audio good. Y'all should be able to hear me clear. We are going to get straight into the boxing conversation today. I got a couple of streams to do because I am a man who runs 4 channels. You understand what I'm saying? So let's get right to it, man. It is fight week. Who else is excited as hell about Xander Zayas and Boots coming up this Saturday, dog? I can't express it to you enough how excited I am for this fight. For so many different reasons. Today we're gonna lock in on throughout the week. We'll be locking in on different aspects of this fight. But today we're gonna talk about durability and game plans. All right, we're gonna talk about durability and game plans on behalf of both men, Xander Zayas and Boots. That is the undercard for today's conversation. The main event of today's conversation will be Shakur Stevenson, and we'll be discussing Shakur's legacy. We'll be discussing what he needs for his legacy, if anything at all, right? Some of you guys may already believe that Shakur Stevenson is a Hall of Famer if he stopped boxing today. That's what some of you guys may believe. So we have to have that conversation too. But while we are on the undercard, y'all feel free to holler at me and let me know who y'all got winning this fight. And who do you think is the more durable fighter? Devil's Wrath, what up? Let's see. I don't know how to say this. Fratis to me. What up? First like. Appreciate it. Make sure y'all hit the like and subscribe. Gratitude. In the way of durability, all right. I've been rewatching both of these men's fights leading up to Saturday. I've been rewatching both of their fights. I see a lot of things that I like from both fighters, obviously. A lot that I like from Boots. A lot that I like from Xander, specifically in Xander's last couple of fights. I really, really like. Okay. So, yeah,
there's a lot that I like from both of them. But in the way of durability, one thing I noticed, I just got done, and this isn't recency bias, but I just got done watching the Abbas Barrow fight, which was Xander's last fight before this one. And this ain't me gassing nothing up or trying to over-exaggerate. Xander a big dude, man. I know that we know that he's been at 154 longer than Boots, and so he's naturally VR. What up? He said liked and subscribed. I appreciate it. Xander is a big guy, yo. In the Abbas fight, Abbas to me is not a small 154 pounder, right? I think Abbas is a filled out 154 pounder, and Xander was clearly bigger than Abbas in that fight. Not only was he big, what's going on, Miss Washington? Oh, I seen you bought some Classic Codes merch too. We're gonna get that right out to you. All right, I saw your order. We're gonna get you taken care of. Appreciate you for sure. Shout out to Miss Washington in the chat. But yeah, man, Xander filled out very, very full in that fight. And another thing that I liked about it in the way of durability, in the last fight for Xander is that he filled out. He was very, very a massive 154 pounder on fight night, but his stamina was good. Xander was able to move with educated movement, right? Not scared movement, not hesitant or timid movement, educated movement, strategic movement. And the one thing about Xander that he does well is he uses his movement to generate offense. A lot of times when you see guys moving all night, moving, they trying to stay away from some serious firepower, and it may keep them from getting their work done on offense. Xander, not so much. He moves and he works off of his movement. As far as durability is concerned, with him filling out the way that he does, with him having that Puerto Rican lineage, heritage, pride, and him being at 154 as a career 154 pounder to this point, I believe that Xander Zayas will be able to take Boots Ennis punches, right? We've seen smaller men in the ring with Boots make it the duration of the fight. Now, does Boots have a crazy knockout ratio? Yes. Boots' knockout percentage is very high. But have we seen men go 12 rounds with Boots? Well, we've seen one man do it twice in a row. And that man is nowhere near the caliber of pugilist as Xander Zayas. And so I think durability is going to play a factor. I've been listening to the interviews of Boots. Shout out to YSM Media. Shout out to GHB TV. Shout out to everybody covering this, right? I've been listening to Boots speak about this fight as he is, in training camp. He seems very happy for his opportunity to be here. He seems very happy to finally have a formidable opposition. He seems just very happy about everything. And I think he's going to, he's embracing the moment and he wants to walk into his glory that he's worked so hard for. And I can't blame him. But this ain't going to be no, dog and pony show, man. Xander's coming to win. He's a unified champion, the youngest unified champion in boxing. And I think that Boots' ideology in his mind, I've heard him say it. I've heard people who are close to Boots, as far as like the sparring partners that are talking, the other people who be in the gym out there in Philly. Like, I'm listening to everybody and they all saying it's just going to be straight demolition. That's what I keep hearing. It's just going to be demolition, right? Boots going to go in there and he's just going to clip shit. This shit ain't going to last long. We don't get paid for overtime. Xander getting parked, right? That's what I keep hearing. And I think it's a mistake. I do. Mentally, I think it's a mistake. Go into the fight planning on winning the fight. This idea, I'm going to go in there and do what I want. I know fighters got to get themselves in different head spaces to get ready to go do such a dangerous thing. You guys will never understand the mentality and the mind of each fighter. They all have to do something to psych themselves out because what they're doing is crazy. It's excessively dangerous and it's crazy, right? Fighters are a little, So with that being said, what happens when you go in the ring? We're talking about durability right now, and then we'll talk about game plans. But what happens if Boots goes into the ring? He's going to be the smaller man. When they fill out, he will be smaller than Xander. Same reach, same height. Girth, he will be smaller than Xander, right? What happens when you hit Xander with some hot shit and he keep coming? Hey, bro, I'm here to win. You hit him with something clean, he eat that shit and he fight harder. You hit him with something solid, some shit that, you know, in sparring, it was getting guys up out of here. Your previous fights, getting guys up out of here. And now you see, you hit him with that, bam, and he come back with a 3-punch combination off of that. You land some shit. Bow. You might, yeah. He bop, 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 bop. What happens then? When you mentally told yourself, I'm gonna go in here and mow this dude down. What happened when he don't go nowhere? You see what I'm saying? Like, I think it's a mistake to bank on going in the ring and just plowing down a unified champion. If he do it, awesome, right? The fight remains to be seen. This isn't me with a crystal ball. We're discussing durability. I think that Xander's a lot more durable than we give him credit for. Left hand, what's going on? You said, is Boots overlooking Xander slightly? I feel like he's overlooking. I don't think he's overlooking Xander. I think he's focused on Xander. But I think he's overlooking Xander's durability. And I think that he's overlooking Xander's ability to win the fight. In Boots' mind, there's no way he can lose on Saturday in his brain. And as a fighter, he probably should think like that. In reality, though, there's a path to victory for Xander Zayas. Absolutely, there is. Anybody who believes that any fighter, no matter how hard they train, Floyd Mayweather wasn't immortal. Boots Ennis is not immortal. These guys are not unbeatable. Andre Ward was not unbeatable. Just because nobody got it done doesn't mean it couldn't be done, right? And I don't think Boots should go into the ring thinking about defeat. Don't get it fucked up. But I think that he needs to give Xander just enough respect to understand that winning rounds is what this is about. You got speed. You got power. You got fluidity. You got all these tools. Get in there, focus on winning the fight, and all the punishment and damage and the shots that you think are going to get this guy out of there, that'll come to you. But going in the ring on some I'm straight demolition derby in this guy, I think that's a bad idea. I really do. I really feel like Xander's going to be far more durable. You don't think Xander know Boots throwing hot shit? You don't think he's prepared his body for what's to come, for the war that is to come? You don't think he knows that this is probably going to be the most difficult fight of his career? See, that's the thing about Xander. Xander's not looking at Boots like just another guy. He's like, no, I want the wreck, but I know it's wreck. I know it's real wreck over there. So he finna come in ready. Xander coming in ready for the fight of his life. Boots talking like he coming in there just another victim. This might not be just another victim. You've been Michael Myers your whole life, walking shit down and chopping shit up. But this time, you might get in the ring with Jason. Now, how did that play out? How did that play out? And maybe it don't go that way. Again, we discussing durability. Left hand said that's the Philly side of boxing. Yeah, everything east of the Mississippi River got Boots as a demigod. You know what I'm saying? Left hand said, gonna look for a KO and get clipped. That's the thing, too, that I wanted to discuss about durability. Thank you for Left Hand being here. That's the thing, too, I wanted to discuss about durability. Have we ever seen Boots get hit with some shit super clean by a man this size? No. Everybody Boots, all Boots notable victories. And again, beat the people they put in front of you. This ain't me not taking nothing away from Boots. We're just talking about what we have seen, what we have not seen. I've seen Boots take a shot from Lippin Yetz. Lippin Yetz, little as shit. I seen Boots get hit with some shit from Stanionis. But again, Stanionis, little as shit. And he didn't walk on to the punches. That's one thing I can say. When I do see Boots get clipped by clean punches, he's never walking on to the punches. What I mean by that is, ladies and gentlemen, it's physics. If I'm throwing a right hand at you and you come towards my right hand, you're going to double whatever power I already had. You're going to double it. But if I'm throwing a right hand at you and you see it coming at the last minute, and even though I connect, you move away with it, you're going to take some steam off of it. Boots is really good at taking some of the steam off of clean shots that he gets hit with. He'll roll with it at the last second. He still feels it, but it's endurable. What if you walk on to some shit? This will be Boots, as far as my recollection, this will be Boots' first time in the ring in a sanctioned fight with somebody who can box in circles and maneuver in both directions like he can. Boots switches stances a lot. How do we know Xander don't turn him or Boots pivot out or something happen in a turn and both of them throw off the turn and Boots walk into some shit? How does that play out? Xander get clipped clean with some shit. How does that play out? We know things that we know in the way of durability, things that we know is that Xander's been getting punched by bigger fighters with 10-ounce gloves on for longer. So if I got to give a check mark based on what I've seen and what I know in the way of durability, I'm going to give the edge to Xander Zayas in the way of durability, because I haven't seen Boots have to be durable. I haven't seen Boots have his Miguel Cotto fight. Floyd showed us his durability when he had to get into them dog fights, when he fought, you know what I mean, Cotto, or when he fought why I can't think of my dog name. I'm drawing a blank for no reason. I'm looking right at his face too. When Floyd told my nigga, shut up and fight. Shut up and fight. Stop talking. Shut up and fight. Was that who was that he went to war with? Was that not Clotty? Who was that? See, now it's fucking with my brain. I want to look it up now, chat. Because it's gonna if I don't look it up, it's gonna plague my mind the rest of the stream. So let me just look it up real fast. And if you know in the chat, throw the name in the chat real quick. I'm trying to look it up right now. But I don't like not being able to recollect it. Who was that Floyd fought? He told his ass, shut up and fight, man. And he moved up and wait for that fight. Again, proving his durability. Corley, DeMarcus Corley, not Clotty. I was going to say Clotty. Clotty younger than that. But Corley, when Floyd fought Corley, he showed his durability. When Floyd fought Cotto, he showed his durability. Nobody wants to get into a knockdown, drag-out dog fight, be bleeding from the nose, bleeding from the mouth, but it's boxing. And you may have a night like that. But when you have a night like that, how you stand up to it? Do you still find a way to win? Do you still focus on collecting rounds? You know what I'm saying? So in the way of durability, because I've never seen either of these men get beat up on or punished in any way and still have to work through that to get a hard victory, we haven't seen that from either one of them. But if we've seen out of the two of them, between Xander and Boots, if we've seen one of them in something that's close to a dog fight, it was Xander. Now, some may say, well, that's because Xander's not as skilled as Boots. Boots ain't had no dog fights because he make all the work look easy. Cool. I ain't going to disagree with you. Let's say this. Not having been in one is still not having been in one. You could tell me the why all you want, but we ain't seen Boots' durability tested. So based on what I know and what I have to go off of in advance, I have to give the durability edge to Xander Zayas in this fight. Let's see. Rashid said, I think Boots stops Xander in the later rounds. If there's going to be a stoppage, I agree with you that it will be late for either man. If there will be a stoppage, I believe it'll be late. PR back says Xander is going to be 175 on fight night, maybe heavier. If I go back and watch the Abbas Barrow fight, Xander's last fight, on God, when they met in the middle of the ring before the fight, he was so, bro, he looked like, motherfucker looked like Benavidez. I ain't going to hold you. Xander is going to hurt Boots. He may, but again, we will find out about Boots' durability if he does, because being hurt is a part of the sport, right? But how you bounce back, and this remains to be seen. That's why this is such an amazing fight. Make sure y'all hit the like and subscribe button as y'all file in. If you are not watching this from Classic Code Sports, that's okay, because right now I'm streaming live on Kick, and I'm also streaming on The Classic Codes, which is my sociology channel, as y'all see the banner behind me. But go to Classic Code Sports so you don't miss all of my sports-specific content. Please subscribe to both. You should be able to get to that channel off my main page if that's where you at. AI said they both fought nobodies. This shit even Steven. I disagree. To this point, I believe Xander's resume is a little stronger than Boots. But in the grand scheme, I understand why you're saying what you're saying. They both have fought nobodies. They both are prospects. This shit, they not prospects, gang. Don't disrespect the champions. Boots is a former lineal champion at 147. Xander is the youngest unified champion in boxing right now. So they not prospects. But I understand what you're saying. Like, this going to be the test for both of them. And that's why I'm excited about it. Ridget says Shane Mosley. No, it wasn't the Mosley fight that I was talking about. But yes, that's a great example though. Mosley did catch Floyd with some shit, and Floyd did show his recuperative ability in that fight. Durability must be tested at some point. If you're testing yourself as a fighter, you're gonna have a night where your durability as a man is tested. You know, your conditioning, your strength and conditioning, your heart, your will, your fortitude. Is that the night for these men? Who wants it more? Xander not finna go in there and lay down. That's one thing. If Boots put him out, he gonna have to put him out, G. It ain't gonna be no, you know what I mean? You gotta walk, you gonna have to walk him away from his belief system. Both fighters finna get in the ring truly believing in themselves. Somebody gotta walk somebody away from that. Hey, I know what you thought about yourself. I'm finna send you back, folks. You know what I'm saying? He said, this definitely not Cotto Mayweather. Well, yeah, Boots ain't Mayweather and Xander ain't Cotto. I'm with you. I'm with you. And I don't think the fight will look the same. Neither one of them fight like the other guy. Xander's more athletic than Cotto and a lot more quick and slippery, but not as polarizing with his power. And I believe Boots is more active than Floyd as far as punch output. PR said, I'm from Puerto Rico, but I live in Virginia, and I've seen both of them fight, and Boots needs to be ready to take the body punches because Boots don't like to get hit in the body. Where you get that from? Tell me why you feel like that. Give me a fight reference. Why you think Boots don't like getting hit in the body? Who hit him in the body so I can go look at it and see how he reacted? I'm big on film. I watch boxing all the time, like all the time. So if you give me a fight to reference, I'll go back and check it out, and I'll get back with you because I'm covering this fight all week. AI said Victor Ortiz. Nah, Victor Ortiz didn't test Floyd durability. Floyd beat the fuck out of Victor Ortiz. I ain't gonna lie to you. He wanted to test his durability. He never got a chance. He got his ass clipped. Jay, what up? What up, cuzzy? He said, bye. What up, bro? Much love. Yes, sir. We here. We here. AI said, I swear to God, they better not be dancing up in the ring. They gonna do a little dance because Xander gonna box in circles and Boots gonna keep changing stances. So they gonna end up doing a little bit of a pirouette. PR said Xander is Tito and Cotto in one body. That's how good Cotto and Tito have taught him. Yeah, Xander nice, yo. I'm excited for this fight. And honestly, I just think the biggest mistake that them Philly boys could make is thinking that they're invincible. Go in there ready to go get a win. Don't go in there thinking it's a foregone conclusion. This whole I'm going to do what I want in there, and I'm going to win however I want. If I want to stop him, I'm going to stop him. If I want to beat him up, I'm going to beat him up. If I want to walk him down, I'm going to walk him down. I'm going to just go in there and do what I want. That shit sound amazing until you get in there with that other champion. Because doing that shit to sparring partners, not the same. Doing that shit in sparring in general, not the same. Doing that shit against Stanionis, not the same. Doing that shit against Roman Villa, flat-footed, walking towards you the whole night, no head movement, fucking punching bag, not the same. So thinking you just gonna go in there and just have your way, the man ain't the youngest unified champion in boxing right now for no reason at all. So yeah, he said Boots definitely don't fight anybody. LOL, that's not his fault though. Jordan said Boots by decision, full 12 rounds, homie, no stoppage, no KOs. Any knockdowns? You predicting any knockdowns? Johnny, what up? Jordan says Xander just might tap that chin. Boots definitely leaves that chin open. I think both of them going to get their chins checked. I ain't going to lie to you. Richard said, I don't pay attention to talk for real, but I'd react if someone said I wanted to be like them. As you should. Be you. AI said, you from the 2000s. I'm from the 1900s. Stop it. Lounging they prospects. Nobody know. I'm not from the 2000s, but I'm glad you think so. Appreciate it. I'm probably older than you, no cap. But yeah. I just take care of myself. I drink a lot of water, gang. You know what I'm saying? I drink a lot of water, but I'm not from the 2000s, brother, at all. Not even close, actually. But yeah, man, they're not prospects. They're both champions. Xander Zayas is the youngest unified champion in boxing, and that's something that you can't take away from him because of your opinion. They're not prospects, gang. They champions. And Xander been walking shit down for a long time, for those of y'all that don't know. And so has Boots. Boots was calling out Bud. Boots was calling out Spence. Just like when Thurman was young and hungry, and Porter was young and hungry, and Spence was young and hungry, and they was calling out Floyd. So Boots been the young guy looking for that shot. Xander has been the young guy that's been able to get the shots because of the weight class that he's in. If Xander was at 147, he would have been stalled out too, because the big dogs at 147 was interested in each other, not the young boys. So the puppies had to wait at 147. That's where Boots got caught up in that. But at 154, It's been open season since Charlo got stripped. Shit been wide open, and Xander been stepping through that bitch doing what he want. The Tower and Inferno, you can't say Xander ducked him because he walked into his press conference and asked him for a fight, and they all went a different direction. So I'm not gonna say he ducked him, but he did ask Fondora to his face in a post-fight press conference, I want to fight you. I'm your mandatory. What we doing? And Fondora vacated his belt. These things happened. Left Hand said, my thing is the corner work. Bozy just yells at Boots when he don't hurt his opponents. Never any adjustments. We're about to talk about game plan next. I'm glad you said that. So like I said, durability, I give Xander the edge in durability based on what we know today. Now, game plan wise, let me get to the rest of y'all comments. Then we're going to talk game plan. Jordan said, Xander got to get to the body first. Yeah, but they got the same length of arms, and getting to the body is something that he gonna have to absorb a little bit of damage to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, depending on how he wants to get to the body. AI said Karen. Who is Karen? Oh, you talking about Karen Kujikskan? What about him? Jordan, that fight, you said Karen hit Boots to the body and Boots didn't like it? I'll go back and look again. Which one, the first fight or the second fight? I'll go back and look again because I missed that shit. I know the second fight, Karen was getting his shit off, but he wasn't really sitting on the punches. He was landing hot shit, but he should have sat on a couple of them shits. He wasn't really putting that body weight behind them shots. Jordan said Victor Ortiz wasn't on shit. That's word. Yeah, not at all. He said, I definitely think we gonna see how nice Boots' chin is. Yeah. QS, what's up? Said Boots can't get hit with those shots that Karen was hitting him with, leaving his hands down at times and getting caught by Xander would probably make a difference. It's going to be a great fight, though. I agree with you, and I'm on record saying in previous coverage that Boots likes to fight with his hands down. Once the fight really gets going, he pretty much fights essentially with his hands down. And I've been saying it for a long time that as you move up in levels in this shit, that shit gonna cost you. I ain't seen none of the greats stay great and stay unscathed fighting with their hands down. Every boxer you know, for the most part, who had all that pizzazz in they and all this, you know, hands down and wiggling and moving and sliding and rolling with shit and getting underneath shit, that shit's sexy. You know, get your Pernell Whitaker on. But most of the niggas that we know that did that shit, James Toney, most of the niggas we know, Roy Jones getting sexy with the hands all out here and shit and all this shit, as legendary as they were, as many highlights as they have, them niggas also been on the other side of highlights.
Classic.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Hand down, man down. Yeah. All that fighting with your hands down shit, that shit cool when you get in your little groove. But at certain levels, nigga, it only take one. Jordan said Boots can't go in there playing, though. Hands down, poking his chin out. The slow-mo shit, nah. Xander will tap that chin. Yeah, that's the thing, too. Boots will be faster than Xander, but niggas forgot Xander's still fast. And that's why we got a fight on our hands. I haven't made my pick. I will make my official pick after the weigh-ins. But we just talking game plan and durability. QS, y'all like this conversation. He said, you just got a new subscriber, big bro. Appreciate it, gang. Appreciate it. Jordan Salas said, exactly, bye. Keep your dukes up. Word to my son. Facts. Happy Father's Day, too, Jay. Happy belated. Let's see. Doughboy Ego said, Boots is going to be locked in on Xander. He got to be. They both got to be locked in on each other. Listen, this fight right here, just based on the way both men want to win, is one that people won't see it being this way, but you could have a fight of the year on your hands.
Classic.
Mark my words. Mark my words. You could have a fight of the year on your hands. I ain't going to cap to you at all. That could be the situation that we in. He said, thank you, beloved, for sure. Left Hand said, if Xander go in there surviving on his Charlo Canelo, are we going to blame him? He not doing that. He too big. It's not going to happen. No diddy. But, like, he too big. He's too big. Listen to me. Go back. I'm giving y'all film study. Chat, because we're going to cover this all week. Left Hand, please subscribe to Classic Code Sports. If you want the Classic Codes, go over to Classic Code Sports. Hit subscribe so you don't miss my sports content specifically. But listen to me. Go back and watch Xander last fight, G. I just literally, before I came on my live stream, I just got done watching it. Folks in the ring at 180, bro. About 180, bro. All that going there to survive shit, he ain't got it. His boots finna be smaller than him, gang. Much. Y'all keep saying they're the same size. They not. They not, folk. They got the same reach and the same height. Them niggas is not the same size, folk. It's niggas 5'10 playing linebacker, and it's niggas 5'10 playing corner. It's a difference. They're not the same size, folk. I'm telling you. I just got done watching this shit. He said, yes, I'm looking at that. I'm looking at this as a real contender for the fight of the year. Oh, yeah. Glazer said, like you. Okay, type shit. Doughboy said, it seems like Boots gets better as the competition. Boots Ennis has to attack Xander early to the body first. He got to get there. That's the thing. Both men are so sharp and with their countering and so instant. Xander's very instant with his countering. It was some shit in the Barreau fight where he kind of like, he stepped off, boom, hook to the body. I'm underneath some shit. Boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm back out on the circle. You know what I mean? Like, he just be stealing points, moving around, but not moving too much to tire himself out. We got to fight, folks. Left Hand said, I just want a good fight. I've been watching Xander for a minute. I've been watching them both for a while as well. Left Hand said, he definitely big as hell compared to when he first came in the game. Absolutely. And y'all got to remember, Xander been pro since he was like 16. QS said, boxing is such a beautiful sport. Xander is getting slept on, in my opinion. I understand people's opinions, and Boots can fight, but please go watch Xander fights. Yeah, we got to fight on our hands. And that's why, and I'm making sure I cover it this way so that no matter who wins the fight, you're not going to see me take no credit away from them. You will never hear me say Boots don't have nobody on his resume after this. No matter how it go, you will never hear me say Boots ain't fought nobody. He fought Xander. And the same for Xander. You'll never hear me say Xander ain't fought nobody. Like, if both of them have resumes full of nobodies thus far, doesn't mean they don't have tough fights, because you could be a nobody and be a tough ass out for somebody. I ain't gonna hold you. You could be a no-name ass nigga and make it hard for somebody in there. You feel me? So I'm not gonna say that they don't have tough fights, but as far as fighting names that casuals would recognize and respect, we could say both of them have none, right? After this, I won't say that. I'm going to give Boots his credit if he win. I'm going to give Xander his credit if he win. We're not doing that no more. We're going to get a respect where it's due, and that's just how it's going. Jordan said, peace to QS. I don't know if Xander is getting slept on. Xander is the man, but this is a tough fight. This is a tough-ass fight. Yes, much more of a 50-50 than a lot of people think. Absolutely. 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 Let's talk game plan. I gave Xander the edge in durability just based on what I've seen. I'm not saying that Boots isn't durable. I'm going off what I know today. Game plan-wise, I also have to give edge to Xander Zayas. Let me explain why before y'all lose y'all mind. I got to give the edge to Xander on the game plan because Xander is the only one of the two that I've seen implement a game plan. We just had somebody in the chat say, Bozy just yell at Boots when he not hurting the guy. He really don't give him, like, strategy. I don't want to say that. I think Bozy's a good coach. And I don't always get to hear the corner commentary. And I don't know that Boots has been in any fights that require wild-ass instruction. Because when the last time y'all seen Boots, if ever, lose a round? You know what I'm saying? Left Hand says, salute to you, King. Definitely subbed. Hope you get monetized soon. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm already monetized on my main channel. This channel is monetized. The sports channel is on the way. Your subscription helps, and I appreciate the well wishes. Yes, sir. I'm going to work my ass off and keep bringing y'all this good coverage, man. QS said, at Jordan, a lot of people are sleeping on Xander, bro. I can tell we both love boxing, but a lot of people only look at highlights and then make their decision. I can't wait for this fight, man. I'm overexcited as well. Jordan said, game plan, Boots is throwing that jab, feinting heavy, and stand on the perimeter of the jab. Lateral movement will be key for Boots. I think Boots finna go in there. I'm going to be real with you. I ain't seen Boots have to fight a game plan yet. Somebody in the chat, and I just want to talk boxing. This ain't bias or nothing. Somebody in the chat, give me a Boots fight where he had to go in there and execute a game plan. I'm going to wait, too. Somebody give me a single Boots fight where he had to go in there with a game plan. And I'm talking about a full game plan, too. A plan A, we're going to go to this, plan B, and maybe even a contingency. You know what I'm saying? A plan C, if you will. I ain't seen Boots go. Boots said out his own mouth. Again, I'm going off what I know today. I have no biases. I love boxing before any nigga, right? I heard Boots say out of his own mouth, out of his mouth. I believe it was on the I like giving references. I believe it was on the Mail, the channel that just interviewed Shakur, the Mail channel or whatever it's called. If you look up Boots' most recent interview, he sat down with the same white girl Shakur just sat down with. Shout out to her. She getting all the big boxers or whatever. I don't know if they paying or what the demonstration is, but shout out to her. He sat down with her. And he actually said in his last fight, which was his first fight at 154, and it was only a fucking 1-round fight. He said his last fight, that was the first time where he mentally, during the fight, intentionally switched stances because he saw something. He said it out of his mouth. He said, normally during the fight, I switch with fluidity and it's just natural for me. I just be doing it. I don't even notice that I'm switching. But last fight was the first time where I ever, like, he said, I threw like a jab uppercut and I just missed with the uppercut. And I was like, I know if I switch southpaw that I'll land. And he did. That's the punch that he clipped dude with. But if that's the first time that you ever had to make that type of conscious mental adjustment in fight, admittedly out of his own mouth, I'm going off what he said, then Xander definitely gonna be the bigger thinker in the ring. If Boots just start making conscious decisions like that last fight, that lets you know he just been going in there on talent, skills, and beating up people. Game plan wise, Xander been fighting strategies. He go in there with a strategy for you. We have planned for you. Me and my coach sat down and we studied you. What you do, how you move, what you say, what you eat, what you think. We studied your dad. We studied your brothers. Nigga, we studied you. We coming in here prepared for you. What we trying to do is specific to you. I'm giving game plan edge to Xander Zayas. Does that mean Xander wins the fight? No. But as far as who coming in there with a mental built-in strategy, I'm working off this. I'm setting this up. This go right. I'm going to build off this. I'm going to keep stacking like this. In these rounds, I'm going to try to, you feel me, coming in there with an actual strategy to play out. That's Xander Zayas. Somebody give me a Boots fight where he had to fight a game plan. Yeah, Jordan said true, very true, bye. But Boots is going to need a plan A, B, and C for this one, bro. Here's the issue. If you've never had to be, and I'm talking about in your sanctioned fights, if you've never had to be the thinking man, if that never had to be you, do you want your first time to be against Xander? I don't know. And that's why this is so interesting, because I don't know. Right? He said, I bet Boots get on that bike a little bit on Saturday. Word. I have said that the only time I seen Boots fight off his back foot is when he was giving ground. I've never seen, I said it on the last video, I've never seen somebody take ground from Boots. I've seen Boots give ground. There is a difference. When somebody walking you down and you can't do shit about it, that's when you're getting ground taken from you. Mike Tyson will take your ground. Triple G will take ground. You gonna give the ground or you gonna have a problem, right? Boots gives ground willingly. Come to me. I want to set you up with some shit. I want to counter you with some shit. Throw that jab so I could, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But will Xander be able to take ground, right? Boots don't necessarily want to be backing up, but at the moment he feel like he kind of need to. Is that going to happen on Saturday? We don't know. Doughboy. Xander Zayas exhibits defensive flaws. Every boxer does. Any highly offensive boxer has defensive flaws. Why you think the most defensive boxers of any era have low punch output? Floyd Mayweather, the more defensive he got, the less he let his hands go. That's a fact. By the time Floyd retired, nigga was throwing 40 punches around max. Shakur Stevenson, super defensive. Punch output, low as a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Who else? Pernell Whitaker, when he fought De La Hoya, all that dancing, swerving, swabbing, swooping, pivoting, no punches. If you're going to be highly offensive, you're going to have defensive holes, gang. That's just the name of the game. Every time you throw a punch, you're a little bit open. It just is what it is. You're going to throw, you're going to be available. That's why it's the sweet science. Doughboy said, Xander Zayas exhibits defensive flaws, notably throwing wide hooks that leave him open to counterpunches, struggling with inside clinches, and having difficulty fighting effectively from long range. I don't think you're describing Xander Zayas. I ain't gonna lie, though, boy. What's the last fight you watched from Xander? Who was he fighting against? I ain't trying to start no argument with you or nothing. I'm just asking, what was the last Xander fight you watched? Because where you saw that? His hooks was short and tight against Burrow, which was his last fight. I just got done watching it, so I keep referencing it because it's fresh on my brain. His hooks were short, sharp, and tight against Burrow. What else you said? You said he struggles with inside clinches. I think he clinched effectively against Burrow. And you said he has difficulty fighting at long range. I think that's where he's most effective. I don't consider Xander to be a forehead-to-forehead in the pocket fighter. So I think you got Xander completely backwards. I ain't gonna lie. QS said this is most definitely going to be a chess match. I personally love the high confidence in both of these men. Absolutely. Doughboy said, I saw that interview. Yeah. Hannibal said, I could see that. PR said, if Boots don't KO Xander in the first half of the fight, Xander will win the fight. Hey, Xander plus 300 right now on the betting books, in case anybody want to put their money where their belief is. Doughboy says Xander Zayas doesn't have good enough head movement, but has good footwork. I agree. His head movement could be better. When he's thinking, he's right here. Like Xander will be right here, but he'll be right here with it. Like his hands will be moving. He'll kind of do, but his shit be right here when he thinking. But once he go to throw, he definitely get off the line. Boom, boom, boom. He'll get off the line when he throw. But when he thinking, when he processing, his head do be right here. He don't have no, I'm figuring it out head movement. Just a random, I'm right in front of you and I know I'm in punch range. So I'm going to keep giving you something to look at. Just that little twitch. He don't got that. He not constantly just, twitching. A good word of advice I got from a boxing trainer is if you want to have head movement that's really hard to figure out for your opponent, he said to spell out the ABCs with your head movement. He said nobody will ever be able to rhythmically time your head movement if you're always doing a letter with your head movement. So just this a little, not off topic because it matters, right, for the fight. But if Xander is standing in front of Boots, he's orthodox. My fault. I'm southpaw, y'all. But if he's standing in front of Boots, right, and let's say he's letter A, boom, 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 right, then he go B, right? This is head movement, C, right? But Boots don't know he doing the alphabet, but D, right? He's spelling out E, right? F, you know what I'm saying? G, you feel me? That's hard to, you know what I mean? If you moving your head like that, that's hard for somebody to put a jab right on that. And maybe some people say you exerting too much energy, but not really. If you know how to breathe properly, a lot of that small shit don't really impact. Like them small, this right here, like people like, oh, he exerting a lot of extra energy. This right here for a calm, relaxed fighter that's in good shape, this shit ain't about nothing. This ain't hurting nothing. I could all night. You can give me 2 hours of this right here. Just straight mirror work, head movement, just 2 hours. This ain't about nothing. Ain't nobody getting tired doing that. But I agree. Xander do need to move his head. Jordan said, I think Xander might concede on quickness. Oh, yeah, he's not as quick. Ignore the feints and pay a little bit with shots upstairs, especially. Try to walk Boots down. I agree. I think Xander know he not as fast as Boots, but Xander does have respectable speed. Both men are very sharp. But yeah, man, Xander keep talking about how big he is and how strong he is. He might get real Puerto Rican on Boots' ass. You know what I'm saying? He might get real Puerto Rican on Boots' ass. You know what I'm saying? It's different when a nigga walking you down and he know how to slip off to the side and slip off to the side. That's different. This ain't the Roman Villa walk down statue coming straight ahead. Fucking zombie. Punch on me, please. Nah. When a nigga get to walking you down and he yeah. When they walking you down and shit get a little different when you get the parrying shit, stepping over. Because like y'all said, his head movement ain't great, but his feet are. You can move your head with your feet. Boom, step over, right? Step over. Your head gonna go. So, man, we got a hell of a fight. The more we talk about it, the more excited I'm getting, man. He said, I think Xander would try to walk him down also. Yeah, I think he might have to, though. I think Xander will take that ground and will also have to rely on counters throughout the fight. Shit. I wouldn't even be mad at a draw on Saturday. Whoo, not the draw pick, Jay. Now you coming in here talking shit now, not the draw. Yeah. You ain't gonna be mad at the draw, folks. They gotta run it back. They gotta run that back if it's a draw. Hold on, Chad. I gotta cut my fan on. But yeah, they're gonna have to do that twice. I can't do no draw. You the first person I heard say draw, Jay. You playing a dangerous game. Show Me says Xander has to circle and use the jab to have a chance. Now that sounds scary. I don't think Xander's scared. I do think he needs to fight in circles, but I think boxers should box in circles anyway, in general, for all fighters. But as far as needing to circle and poke that jab, like what I'm thinking, you like that stay on the outside and fight cautious shit, I don't think Xander going in there to be cautious, bro. You can't fight Boots and go in there being cautious, bro. When you fighting somebody like Boots, you got to stay dangerous. Cautious, nigga, I'm dangerous, nigga. The only way to go in there with somebody like Boots and really win the fight, fuck surviving 12 rounds. You go in there trying to keep your belts and defend your titles, you got to stay dangerous. Like Boots needs to feel a threat coming back. Absolutely. That's still a man at the end of the day. Like, I know we like to talk about Boots like a Mortal Kombat character. We did the same thing for Errol Spence for a while. It's a man, bro. He's just a man. Yeah, he's not Scorpion. The nigga ain't Lord Raiden. It's just a man. Doughboy said Boots' flaws is that he's showboating, but he does get hit, although you have to give something up to get something. I'm gonna say this, and I've been saying it for years. Jordan in the chat can vouch for it. Boots has concentration issues. And it's because he hasn't been fighting high-level opposition for the duration of his career. Boots has concentration issues. Boots gets bored in fights. So I'm confident. This I will say. Jaron Boots, and y'all find me a fight. I'm with it. Give me evidence. Jaron Boots Ennis does not have a 12-round fight or even a fight where he won by stoppage late, 10th, 11th round, whatever you want to do. Boots does not have a single fight that I've watched from him where he stayed focused the whole fight. Not one. Not one. Find me one. Not one.
Classic.
It just is what it is. Where he was focused all night. Laser locked. No. At some point, he get to talking to the corner in the middle of the fucking round, looking in the crowd in the middle of the round, blowing snot, taking a fucking journey walk around the ring and shit, blow some snot and just walk off like he ain't in the middle of a fucking fight. This nigga really be thinking, like, once he get comfortable, folk think he back in the dungeon with Bozy. He think he back in sparring, bro. That's what happened when you a fucking gym rat. You start developing gym habits, but it's not the gym. It's game day. You know what I'm saying? Like, you sparring in the gym and shit, talking shit to the nigga outside the ring. Oh, yeah, Boots, blah, blah, blah. He can't fuck with me. Man, there's a fight going on. A championship fight happening right now. Fuck what them niggas talking about out there. You know what I'm saying? Boots got concentration issues, and that's a fact. That's a fact. Find me one Boots fight. Nigga, I'll cash out one of you niggas. Find me one Boots fight where that nigga didn't lapse in concentration for a moment. One. Didn't happen, gang. If that shit went longer than 6 rounds, the nigga had a lapse, a mental lapse. He do. He get comfortable in there. He get a little confident, get a little cocky, and then his ass stop focusing. Even if it's just for a little while. PR said Boots. See, this be the thing. Niggas don't correct mistakes during victory. Niggas don't correct mistakes when they win. They don't. So we have to see if it's something that he could fix on his own or if it's something that's going to bite him. PR said Boots is going to be surprised when Xander walked through his punches. That's what I've been saying. What happens when you niggas who be thinking they just finna clip some shit, what happened when you land that shot you've been dreaming about landing and the nigga eat that bitch and smirk at you a little bit? What's plan B, folks? What's plan B? QS said, Jordan, what if the outcome is a draw? LOL, the rematch would be something else. Oh, yeah, hell yeah. Doughboy said, I meant mid-range. Got you. Jordan said, look, QS, if it's a draw and they do it again, I'm going to lose my damn mind. He said, I ain't going to lie. If it end up a draw, I'm going to be shocked like a motherfucker. Do you see a 10-8 round from either of them? Yeah, I think somebody could get dropped, even if it's just an off-balance knockdown, because it's going to be a lot of movement and punching on the move. Somebody could get tangled up, boot switch stances. I could see somebody getting dropped for a lot of different reasons. PR says Xander is left-handed. That's what a lot of people don't know. Yeah, I understand. He a left-handed fighter that fight orthodox, so his strong hand is in front of him. He never felt 200 pounds hit before. Yeah, he said Boots never felt 200 pounds hit before. He say he have. They be talking about they spar heavyweights and shit. Pito said, do you play Minecraft? Nope. Off subject too. Jordan said, man, big dog, I can't answer that until after the third at least. Hard to imagine somebody going down, but I ain't mad at the possibility. How about you? Let me see. Virgil sleeps Boots and Xander. Virgil got to sleep the court case first. Jordan said, hey, for the record, I'm not calling a draw. I'm just saying it could happen. Nah, for sure. Let's see. Doughboy, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get you up out of here, Pitt. You a troll. You gone. It's over with for you. Doughboy Ego said, I saw Demetrius Andre sparring Boots. I would love to see that session. I think I know how that went. Hell no, Virgil ain't sleeping Boots and likely ain't sleeping Xander, bro. Yeah. KS said, I think Xander outboxes Virgil, and I think Boots knocks Virgil the fuck out, to be honest with you. Anybody that's just going to come forward and throw a bunch of shit, Boots going to have his way, bro. You got to have some dynamics to you, some nuances to you. You can't just be stepping forward and throwing shit. That shit going to get you hurt. Let's see. QS said, good point, bro. I'm not sure. Myself, boxing is one of those sports where we've seen the unexpected happen time and time again. Very true. Very true. Very true. Y'all like this topic, I see. Let's see. Boots will get KO'd. Man, put a bet slip in on that shit. You think Boots getting knocked the fuck out? Put a bet slip in on that. I want to see you be great. I want to see you be great. Boots lost to a smaller fighter in the Olympics. LOL, Russell Jr. Boots ain't even go to the Olympics. That's the crazy part. You mean the Olympic trials? Him and Russell Jr. was rivals in the amateurs. But I can see why he lost to Russell in the amateurs, because amateur style boxing and the scoring system is totally different. Totally different. I know about Boots and Russell's rivalry in the amateurs. I'm well aware. Yes, sir. Fuck is you talking about? Blocked? All trolls get blocked, G. Y'all get straight life sentences, bro. Yeah. Boots didn't go to the Olympics. No, he didn't. Hold on, bro. I'm always open to being wrong. Hold on, folks. This nigga capping. Jaron Ennis fight in the Olympics. Yeah, Jaron Boots Ennis did not compete in the Olympics. He narrowly missed out on qualifying in 2016 after losing to Gary Russell. That's what I said. He lost in the trials. The nigga did not fight in the Olympics. Come on. Hey, listen. You got to know your boxing to pull up on me, gang. I know people be telling me I don't know shit about boxing, but you can't know less than me. Let's see. Who do you think Zayas is? He won his WBO belt against a bum, then bought a boss that ain't no competition. Okay. Who you think Boots is? If that's what we're going off of, who is Boots? Exactly. Jordan Salad said, I agree 100% QS. This going to be that different level that Boots Pops been talking about. Des Quinn said, eat that is crazy. Giving everything you got in one shot don't affect. And it don't affect, I'm retiring the gloves. Yeah, when you land that shit and the nigga look at you and smile, folks, you know you got to figure something out. He said, bruh said, I want to see you be great. Yeah, bro, put that bread in. I want to see you be great. Go in. Go in. I just looked it up. He said, but I respect Boots. Go check. I just checked it up. I just checked it out. He said, you right, though. For sure. For sure. He still lost. Yeah, he lost to Gary a couple times in the amateurs. They had a real rivalry. He beat him, too. But in the Olympic trials, that's where he lost that. But yeah, I mean, I know about their rivalry in the amateurs, but this the pros now, dog. And Russell's still at 140. You know what I'm saying? We talking big boy shit now. 154 games. So we're going to see what it is, man. But let's move on to the next subject, man. Great talking about Boots and Xander. It is fight week, and I see everybody turned up. Appreciate y'all, chat. Let's go. All right, y'all. Let's talk about it right now. We got a cool 15 minutes to discuss this. Shakur Stevenson needs which fight for his legacy? Which fight does Shakur Stevenson fights does Shakur Stevenson most need for his legacy? If Shakur Stevenson retired today, would he be a Hall of Famer? Would he have a Hall of Fame resume if he retired today? Is Teofimo Lopez being your best win on your record good enough to get you in the Hall of Fame? Or does Shakur still have more to do for his legacy? A lot of people are discussing Shakur and Tank's burner account, if that was even Tank, Devin, and Keyshawn on Twitter going back and forth and doing all that. If y'all was on Twitter and y'all saw what it was, then that is what it is, right? If y'all want to look at how that went or look at the coverage on that, slide to either Champs. I'm not too proud to shout out other channels. If y'all want to see the coverage of the Twitter beef, slide over to Champ side. He do a great job of covering it in totality, not just the Twitter beef, but everything about it. Slide over to Sean Zytel and Radio Raheem. They covered the Twitter beef too, and I believe Blue Blood covered the Twitter beef too. They all got into this big Twitter skirmish the other day. I'm not necessarily covering that. I want to talk about legacy. While Shakur is ducking the Devin Haney fight as if he can afford to do so, I want to know what other fights this man needs for his legacy, since he doesn't seem to feel that the Devin Haney fight is very important, at least not right now. What legacy fights do Shakur Stevenson need? So let's see, chat. Let's see what we're talking about. Shakur needs Haney and Keyshawn for his legacy. I'm going to stand on that. Okay, but he's not going to fight his brother. He's not going to fight his brother, Jay. That's his brother. So why would he fight his brother? And why is Keyshawn a legacy-defining fight? Keyshawn only got 15 fights. How is he legacy? I just want to know from a boxing standpoint. I mean, we seen him, but Keyshawn is still a nigga who hasn't proven his promise. His best win is who? Keyshawn Davis' best win is who? His best wins are journeymen. Jermaine Ortiz is a journeyman. Don't get it fucked up. Yeah, Jermaine Ortiz got a great resume for getting fights against great niggas, but he never wins them. It's like me, Sean Porter. Shout out to Sean Porter. No disrespect to Sean Porter. Shout out to the Porter Way podcast. Shout out to Sean. But Sean is like 15% win ratio in his big fights. All Sean Porter's big fights, for the most part, he lost. I'm not giving him Adrian Broner because that wasn't prime Adrian Broner. He fought washed Adrian Broner. That's a fact. He fought I don't throw punches no more AB. So that is what that is. Y'all can give him all the credit y'all want. Go for it. I'm not. That wasn't AB, folks. That was AB as a shell of himself. We know any nigga who fought AB before Maidana, they fought AB, folks. Every nigga that fought AB after Maidana, they fought a shell of AB. They wanted to put a name on their resume. Congratulations, you did that. But you know that wasn't AB. You know what I'm saying? So, nah. But, yeah, Shakur needs a couple of fights for his legacy. The win versus T.O. didn't impress me at all. T.O.'s been beaten by Cambozo, who's about 1-5 after fighting T.O. Cambozo is another nigga. Great resume for getting in the ring with the great niggas, but he don't beat none of them. He beat T.O., lost to Devin twice, got stopped by Loma. Like, every time he get in there with somebody elite, for the most part, he lose. His win percentage, he gets the fights, he takes the fights, but his win percentage is low in the fights. So I can't say, like, Keyshawn ain't, I don't think Keyshawn is a legacy maker, but I feel why people say he needs that fight, though. Jordan said, fuck all that. He my friend. Shit, dead all that talk. Fuck all that. He my friend shit. Dead all that talk. I feel you. Ron said, but that aside, hell no. Hood age 25. He said he also got to see that boy from Texas. Oh, Shacky? I ain't gonna hold you. Nigga might want to leave O'Shaquie alone. Classic. I'm just saying, folks. I don't want no trouble. Nigga might want to leave O'Shaquie alone. Classic. Just saying. Rashad said Lamont Roach. That's an easy fight for Shakur. I don't know if that's legacy defining. Adam Hurley said it don't matter if boots get hit. Zayas ain't got no power. Cap. Zayas ever punched you? Have Xander ever punched you? Oh, okay. Hood A. Broner was still young. Nah, nope. It don't matter how old he was. That wasn't him. QS said, Jordan, real talk, bruh. Hood A says, facts. And then he says, Shakur don't want to see Shock. Yeah, he might want to leave Shock alone. I ain't going to hold you. Nigga, O'Shaquie confidence through the fucking roof. Through the roof. And shout out to O'Shaquie Foster for infiltrating the no documented ducking list. For those of you who don't know, I am the originator, the founder of the no documented ducking list. Go to Classic Code Sports and check out the NDD list, the no documented ducking list. O'Shaquie Foster infiltrated that list because that nigga's last 5 fights, the last Nigga, the last 4 years of O'Shaquie Foster's career, that nigga been fighting 50-50s and winning. Ain't nobody finna tell me shit. Shakur might need to leave that shit alone. I don't get gassed on these niggas. They all humans, bro. Shock got some shit, folk. Yeah, he said Foster a problem. And the main thing that O'Shaquie got right now that's going to be a problem for Shakur, the main thing is his confidence is through the fucking tropopause, nigga. If y'all don't know what the tropopause is, look that up. That nigga's confidence is through the fucking firmament right now, bro. All right, now, don't nobody close to 130, 135 want to deal with O'Shaquie Foster if they ain't got to. Merchant. Yeah, I'm going to be real with you. The fights that Shakur need for his legacy, and it's more than one. It's more than one. It's more than one because he's already hurt himself. Shakur put my own foot in my mouth. Stevenson has already hurt himself a lot, like his legacy. Like people be like, oh, when we look back on it, all we going to remember is the wins and losses. You fucking lying to me. Nigga, I remember the details. Was Floyd always going to beat Pacquiao? Yeah, but the fact that they fought when they was fucking 40, nigga, we ain't forget. Details, bro. Nigga, them losses that Muhammad Ali had late in his career against them young boys that he shouldn't have been fighting. Nigga, we not taking brownie points away from Muhammad Ali for that shit. We remember the details. All you niggas who think we just gonna look back at history and not think about the details, y'all out y'all rabbit ass minds. This duck job he doing right now with Devin, this nigga got 1 million stipulations, chat. This nigga need 3 or 4 or 5 fights to define his legacy after the damage he's done with his fucking voice. He got 1 million stipulations. I watched it, G. I watched it. I watched Shakur Stevenson hawk down Oscar Valdez. Oscar Valdez, I want that fight. Oscar Valdez, I need that fight. That nigga chased Oscar Valdez for years. You know why he chased him? Short man, short arms. I'm a master of distance. Easy night for me. High credit for beating him. And it's an easy night for me. It's the same reason the nigga chasing Tank. Short man, short arms. I'm a master of distance. Any nigga with shorter arms than Shakur, a shorter frame than Shakur, that's in and around his weight, they not going to beat him, gang. You're going to spend the whole night trying to get to him. He's a master of distance. I'll give him that. Shakur Stevenson probably the best at distance control underneath heavyweight in all of boxing. So if you ain't got no reach and your feet ain't crazy, bruh, Shakur would love to fight you. But if your reach is close or the same and you got some quickness to you and you know how to think a little bit, hold on, Jim Shoe. Hold the fuck on.
Classic.
Hold on. I don't know. If that nigga ain't already sparred you 39 rounds to feel confident in what he could do with you and see how you coming and what you working with the headgears and the 16s and the 18s on, if he ain't already got that's why the nigga go on sparring tours. Shakur done sparred every motherfucking body on the planet. But when it's time to put on some 8s and get shit situated, there's some certain niggas that nigga's just reluctant to deal with. I'm not going to call him scared. I'm going to call this nigga reluctant.
Classic.
He moved real slow towards fair fights. Book a 50-50, my nigga. That's why we don't respect Tank. But the thing about Tank is that nigga not pretending to be something he not. Gee, I'm a money getter, folk. I'm popular. Motherfuckers like me for knocking people out that I'm supposed to knock out. But they also like me for the way I dress. You know what I'm saying? The hoes and some of these niggas out here, because y'all niggas a little, you know what I'm saying? Niggas be liking the way that the nigga braid his hair. People like his tattoos and shit. Niggas like Tank for a whole bunch of other shit, including boxing, right? So he's built it to where he's just a show. Tank is the circus of boxing. He's just a show. Come to see the Tank show. It don't matter who you throw in there with him. You feel what I'm saying? That's how he's built his shit. So Tank don't need nobody. He don't need nobody. To get his bag, he don't need nobody. Do he care about being in the Hall of Fame? I haven't heard him say it, right? So Tank is a whole, so he don't need nobody. Tank don't need Shakur. Devin Haney don't need Shakur. Devin Haney could never fight Shakur. Devin could retire today. He's going to the Hall of Fame. That's a fact. That's a fact. Devin Haney retire right now and never throw another motherfucking punch He in the Hall of Fame. It's a fact. You can't say that about Shakur right now. Shakur needs fights. Tank don't care about the Hall of Fame. So Tank don't need nobody. He just need anybody who will get in there with him to collect the bag. He gonna go do his circus show. That's the circus of boxing, right? You feel me? Devin has a bunch of big fights he could have. He don't need Shakur. Bro, I don't gotta fight you. If I fight Shakur, if I fight Keyshawn, it's gonna be a big fight. I fight Ryan, biggest fight in boxing. Brian Norman Jr. go get a couple of wins and spin the block, huge fight. Who else? Who else? Go up to 154. Let me get that Xander fight. Big fight. Let me get that Boots fight. Biggest fight in boxing. Devin got options. And he already got a Hall of Fame resume. But Shakur, that nigga need fights. I'm going to be real with you. I think Shakur, hear me out. But for him to be legacy defined and undo all of this damage that he's done to himself, Shakur need O'Shaquie. And I'm talking about next. No buffer. Matter of fact, a buffer won't hurt him. A buffer won't hurt him. If you let Shaq move up and wait and get one and settle in, your win against O'Shaquie, if you can beat O'Shaquie, your win against him will be even better, right? Because it's not you bullying the smaller man and all this other fuck shit. Even though O'Shaquie said out his own mouth, I don't know why this nigga Shakur talk about weight so much. All us niggas is around the same size. O'Shaquie said that he said all us is around the same size. Me, Shakur, Devin, Keisha, all us relatively the same size. Shakur the only nigga talking about scales and shit. So for him to undo the shit that he done, bro, he need to catch Shaq and beat him convincingly. No close shit. Dogging. And I don't know that he can. I'm going to keep it a stack. I don't know that he fucking can. So just go in there and win. Get in the ring with him and win. He need that Shaq fight. That nigga need Hitchison or Keyshawn. One of the brothers got to get it. Hitchison or Keyshawn. Now, we know he loved Keyshawn with his whole heart. He just told us that. He loved Keyshawn with his whole heart. So I don't know if he can fight the nigga he loved with his whole heart. But he need Hitchison or Keyshawn. And Hitchison overrated, but at least he got a name, right? And then that nigga need either Devin or Tank. If Shakur Stevenson don't get Devin or Tank in his career, he might not be a Hall of Famer.
Classic.
I ain't trying to hear shit. He might not be a Hall of Famer, nigga. Every Hall of Famer I could think of, I could name a few tough-ass nights. A few. Oscar Valdez was not a tough night, gang. Short nigga, short arms. Is what it is. He landed a good body shot, but I mean, it's boxing. That nigga was not a tough night. Jamel Herring was not a tough night, bruh. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. Andre Ward had to go beat Mikhail Kessler at his prime, nigga. Had to go beat Kovalev when he was still the crusher, nigga. Twice, nigga. Andre Ward had to go. Yeah, Terrence Crawford had to beat prime Victor Postal. You niggas don't know y'all boxing. That nigga had to go beat prime Victor Postal. Oh, you know Victor Postal? Nigga, go look up Victor Postal in his prime, nigga. Fuck you talking about? Nigga, Terrence Crawford had to go beat prime. Nigga, when there was no Tank, who was Tank? Nigga name was Gamboa. Tank was Gamboa. Before Tank, it was Yuri Orkis Gamboa. Terrence Crawford beat that nigga in his prime by stoppage, bruh.
Classic.
Errol Spence. Canelo. Nigga, Shakur ain't got no Hall of Fame resume right now. Merchant. That nigga need 3-4 more of them. I'm talking about some real bump, nigga, some real bump. I'm talking about work. That nigga need, go, Shockey, because the nigga was just crying about, I'm finna retire, niggas don't want to fight. Fast forward 5 years, everybody calling your name. Now you in an interview with a European chick talking about, leave me alone.
Classic.
I ain't gonna call him what I call him if he was around my way. You know, people from around my way, we got names for shit like that, but I'm gonna keep it respectful, you know, as a journalist. All I'm saying is nigga ain't Hall of Fame till he go collect some. Hey, that nigga he still got. Shakur Stevenson is in a position where he still got work to do, chat. I ain't trying to hear shit. If this nigga finna try to rest his hat on the Tiafimo shit, he can get the fuck on. Get out the way, folks. Get out the way. Let some real niggas come through. You know what I'm saying? I like that boy Mortaya. I like his mentality. I like how he going. And Shakur ducked it. Because why you ain't fighting Raymond Mortaya?
Classic.
Why is Mortaya finna fight Conceição? Why is Mortaia finna fight Conceição? Now, that's a good win for Shakur. Still not a Hall of Fame win, but that's a good win. Conceição is an Olympian. Conceição is a formidable opponent. Still don't put you in the Hall of Fame. But why is Mortaia fighting Conceição and not Shakur? I'm going to tell you why. Mortaia said it out his own mouth. Shakur and them didn't want to fight right now.
Classic.
So my question becomes, who the fuck do this nigga want to fight then? Who he want to fight? Because I'm finna crash talking about this nigga. Who the fuck do he want to fight then? Mortaia got a belt. That's unification. And he just beat Andy Cruz. Go get some bump. You said you going back to 35, right? You said you was going back to 35 when we seen you, right? Or is Mortaia at 40 now? It don't matter. He said he campaigning at 35 or 40. So why is the Mortaia fight not happening? Because they say Shakur didn't want it right now. Okay, so if he didn't want it right now, maybe he's holding off because he's looking for something bigger. Maybe he wants the Devin fight. No, the nigga don't want the Devin fight.
Classic.
Okay, we ain't heard shit about that. Okay, well, we want to see him fight Keyshawn. They in love.
Classic.
Okay. What about Hitchens? Well, they used to sleep in the same bed together, head to foot.
I'm only gonna do this once.
Okay. Well, what about who the fuck is he gonna fight, Jack?
Classic.
Who is he gonna fight? Nigga got work to do. Let me get to y'all chats, man. Then we gonna move around, man. Jordan says Shakur can fade Foster, I think. Not an easy fight, but he can fade Buddy, I think. I don't know. I'm just saying I don't know. You know why I don't know? Because O'Shaquie Foster willing to dog shit out. We ain't never seen Shakur have to be no dog. Nigga, Zepeda is cheeks. Cheeks. I'ma keep saying it. Cheeks. Lamont Roach finna fight Zepeda, and that's only gonna be a great fight because of the styles. Zepeda finna throw 112 punches around, and Lamont Roach don't like running. So they finna bang it the fuck out. That's the only reason why that's finna be a good fight. But if you're a pure boxer, Zepeda is cheeks. We ain't seen Shakur have to dog nothing out. O'Shaquie will step to your ass and bang shit out if he got to. We seen him do it. We seen O'Shaquie down on the cards and have to go get every round left. Hey, champ, I need every round left, folks. And I need every round left, and that might be a draw. I need every round left, and we seen that nigga get on the front foot and go get some shit. So any nigga willing, and that same thing with Devin. We seen Devin have to dog some shit out. We've seen his durability tested. Anybody that's willing to get Shakur don't like looking bad. He don't want to look bad. He don't want to lead a fight with a black eye. That nigga don't want to get hit with nothing too clean too many times. That nigga worried about look. He want to be impressive every time he win. Sometimes you got to dog shit out. O'Shaquie getting that motherfucker and get dirty. Nigga, I'll take one to give you two. Nigga, I'm trying to eat. You forgot O'Shaquie did some time in that joint, nigga. Hey, bro, I told God when I was in the pen, nigga, you let me out, I'd never take it for granted again. Shakur Stevenson been out here talking about, he been out here fighting in the Olympics and smiling and shit and talking about hum and dumb and brothers and making friends with all the niggas that's supposed to be rivals and shit like that. Listen, just as much as boxing is about skill, just as much, nigga, it's about being able to think and it's about mentality. Skills, brain, and mentality. Those are the three things. It's not just your skills alone because you can have all the skills in the world and be a hoe. If you ain't built like that, a motherfucker will pull the bitch right out you in that ring. For all you niggas who won't spar or don't do no boxing, nigga, ain't no timeouts, nigga. Niggas going to run in basketball, what coach say? Timeout, nigga, full timeout. And he regroup you, nigga. Ain't no timeouts. Once that 3 minutes start, nigga, you don't get another break until the bell ring. Figure it out. And if it's some hoe in you, it's going to come out.
Classic.
That's for sure, bro. That's for sure. So I don't know. Jordan said Tank is a cutie pie. He ain't no real competitor. Just because I know you, I know how you meant that. So I ain't gonna pause. I get it. Left hand said Core been playing this Tank card since he beat T.O., acting like he don't need fights. He need fights. I'm here to tell you, Shakur Stevenson still need fights. His legacy is yet to be defined. He still needs fights. His OGs will tell him that. I bet you Andre Ward agree with me. If Shakur retired today, is he for sure Hall of Fame? I bet you Terrence Crawford would agree with me. Is he for? I know that they believe in Shakur's greatness. They're not going to agree with me on that. But do y'all think he don't need no fights for his legacy? He good right now. At 28, he good. His legacy is Hall of Fame already. Fuck no. Fuck no. Hell
Classic.
no. Not even a little bit. PR said, what is going to happen to Boots is going to be the same thing that happened to Ben Whitaker. He said he was being a clown and got dropped. Yeah, but the nigga that did that to Ben was on some other shit. I don't know if Xander coming out like that. That nigga that did that to Ben was on bullshit. I'm talking about he was on some straight, nigga, I don't give a fuck what you throwing, nigga. I don't think Xander gonna throw caution to the wind like that. Left hand said, Devin the only hope to break up these brothers. Once Dev cook Keyshawn, Core gonna disown him, and Key gonna turn on Core. I can see Keyshawn turning on Core anyway. To be honest, he's a shield already breaking. Yeah, the shield already breaking. Yeah, I peeped it too. You see the little cracks too? I see it too. Show me said 4 division champion. Yes, Shakur is Hall of Fame. Man, hell no. Nope. I agree to disagree. I don't give a fuck how many divisions he was champion in. Look at the resume. Just going to, nigga, it's a belt. Nigga, I can go get a belt at 47 right now if I can make weight. I'll go beat Crocker. Merch. So don't tell me, yeah, just because you a champion don't mean you are the champion, nigga. No. Nigga, I could go beat Crocker right now. Merch. Yeah, I just can't make 147. I'm 6'2". That shit ain't going to sit on my frame. But it's some, don't get it fucked up. There's some champions out there, niggas with belts that are champions that can get clipped by a nigga in the amateurs. No cap. Left hand said, nah, you wildin'. I must be. I don't know what this supposed to mean, but yeah. Yeah, man. Y'all let me know on the rewatch. If y'all catch this on the rewatch, let me know what fights do Shakur Stevenson still need for his legacy, man. This is the Classic Code Sports. Yes, Lord. Let's move. I appreciate y'all, chat. It's been good boxing talk today. I got one more stream to run on my The Classic Codes channel. It will be a men's mental health month stream. So it's completely different from this. I got 4 channels. So make sure you lock in with me at the Classic Codes, Classic Codes Sports, Classic Codes Clips, and Classic Codes Rewind, where you can catch up with all of my content in totality. I run reruns on there. So yeah, man. I got 4 channels, so make sure y'all stay tapped in with me and fuck with what you like. You already know. Left hand said, great week of boxing. We got Crocker Paro Wednesday. Yeah, I'm already knowing. You already know I got Liam Paro, folks. Boots Xander on Saturday, and then Sunday, the Zuffa card. I got to look up that Zuffa card, though, so I can cover it. Appreciate you letting me know. I ain't even looking into that Zuffa card like that, but I'm going to look into it, though, for sure. But yeah, man, it's classic with Classic Code Sports. If y'all don't do nothing else for me, make sure y'all stick to the codes. We got another classic. Yeah.
Why you ain't say nothing? I'm only gonna do this once. You always knew I'd make it in the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? You believed in me the whole time, for real? Yeah. I couldn't tell. You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Seen them hard times, couldn't kill me. Why you ain't say nothing? Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something. Been watching my story all winter. Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't call? Why you ain't say nothing? Why you ain't say nothing? You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something? Put that on my soul. They ain't hungry no more when it's time to eat crow. Or farming, I'm enhancing my glow. Ain't gon' argue with you about what I know. Photo album, all I'm seeing is ghosts. Had to remodel from pillar to post. Said what I said, I ain't come here to argue. You said congratulations, should've said sorry. Got it, now you won't be part of the party. Your access denied, I'm sorry, not sorry. When I needed air, niggas wouldn't have farted. Now they pulling up and thinking we solid. Now I'm on the phone talking $1 million topics. Up early, Zoom call out to Abu Dhabi. Don't answer my phone if it's gonna be about gossip. I don't really care, everybody got problems. That's why I be sharing my woes. Letting y'all know it's okay, you can come up from the bottom. Scraping, scratching, clawing. Before I start running, I started with crawling. Before I got balance, I started with falling. Started with broke before I ever was balling. Started with hope before ever reward. They ain't show up till I became important. You was around me from the beginning. Why you ain't say nothing? Seen them hard times, couldn't kill me. Why you ain't say nothing? Stages I'm on getting bigger. Now you wanna say something? Been watching my story all winter. Why you ain't say